Arvind Kejriwal, Manish Sisodia and other leaders of the Aam Aadmi Party in the excise policy case known as the Liquorgate scam, as it was the case that played a crucial role in changing the fortunes of the party that was once seeing skyrocketing surge in political trajectory. Right from a political startup restricted to Delhi, we are now looking at political reactions that have already started to come in, especially from the opposition side, who are now viewing the discharge order that has now been given by the Tri-Court in the Liquorgate investigation.
How do you see this, especially the role of investigation agencies?
Look, Arvind Kejriwal always said that he was innocent and this was a political case. First of all, my congratulations to him, to Manish Sisodia Saab, for fighting this case and for proving that they were innocent all along. But I think this raises some very fundamental questions. Of course, the one you're all asking is about the role of the investigative agencies. The one you're not asking is the one about the role about the media. What happens to the presumption of innocence? How many television channels, how many newspapers, how many commentators on social media were happy to presume guilt? I can't recall a single television channel that actually said that he's innocent until proven guilty. So while there should be some soul searching at various levels, I think it's also important that in newsrooms across the country, we go back to what is the right way, which is that you're presumed innocent until you're proven guilty.
So the Congress says that the judgment is some influence so that AAP can be pitched against Congress in Delhi.
Look, what can I say? Except that I think a lot of us would disagree with that. The Congress has its point of view and they're welcome to it. I think that, that would suggest that our courts do not do a proper job. And I'm not ready to open that chapter.
So the question of India opposition alliance, do you think what the leadership issue, what should be the issues? Sir?
No, these are conversations we'll have in-house. These are not conversations to be had through the media. Okay.
Sir, about the Modi's visit to Israel. Sir.
That's it. Thanks.
Well, that seems to be as far as political reactions that have been coming in, mainly as far as questioning the timing of what has been taken up as far as the courts are concerned, and this discharge that has now come in from the court side, political reactions that have been coming in.
Look, who he's endorsing and not endorsing, I'm not getting into. India has always stood by people who have been oppressed. They have always stood by, and particularly the people of Palestine. One of the steadfast supports.
Well, that is Omar Abdullah there, who seems to be congratulating both the former Delhi Chief Minister and former Delhi Deputy Chief Minister over the discharge that is now being given by the Delhi court. And however, there are developments today that are also expected to happen, because this was a fiery takedown that came in from Arvind Kejriwal yesterday while he was addressing the media, where he seems to be suggesting that the Delhi elections be held again as far as the Delhi BJP is concerned, which has just completed 1 year in power. And he now seems to be suggesting that if elections in Delhi are held again, then the BJP will not be able to gain even 10 seats. And if that happens, then he's accepting and he's ready to quit politics forever. Well, that seems to be a challenge and a dare that has now been thrown in by Arvind Kejriwal. Meanwhile, political reactions from different political party leaders have already started to come in.
Joining with us is the Chief Minister of Jammu and Kashmir, sir. The acquittal of Arvind Kejriwal, how do you see this, sir, especially the role of investigation agencies?
Look, Arvind Kejriwal always said that he was innocent and this was a political case. First of all, my congratulations to him, to Manish Sisodia Saab, for fighting this case and for proving that they were innocent all along. But I think this raises some very fundamental questions. Of course, the one you're all asking is about the role of the investigative agencies. The one you're not asking is the one about the role about the media. What happens to the presumption of innocence? How many television channels, how many newspapers, how many commentators on social media were happy to presume guilt? I can't recall a single television channel that actually said that he's innocent until proven guilty. So while there should be some soul searching at various levels, I think it's also important that in newsrooms across the country, we go back to what is the right way, which is that you're presumed innocent until you're proven guilty.
So the Congress says that the judgment is somehow influenced so that AAP can be pitched against Congress in Delhi.
Look, what can I say? Except that I think a lot of us would disagree with that. The Congress has its point of view and they're welcome to it. I think that, that would suggest that our courts do not do a proper job. And I'm not ready to open that chapter.
So the question of India opposition alliance, do you think what the leadership issue, what should...
Well, as far as the facts of the case is concerned, it has been put out, as far as media reports are now concerned, what even happened in the court yesterday has been put out factually. As far as the investigation is also concerned, because this political trajectory that now we are looking at of the Aam Aadmi Party becoming now a national party, forming government at least 2 states there, the downslide came when the Liquorgate allegations hit. Now the Imandar, the Kattar Imandar, that honesty plank that had taken a hit, and how Arvind Kejriwal became the first sitting Chief Minister to be jailed. He was behind bars for more than 150 days. And now as far as this discharge is coming across, Imran political parties and political leaders have their own point of view. And some have been welcoming it. Some have been also questioning the timing of what has happened with the discharge given to Arvind Kejriwal and others.
Well, absolutely. In fact, it has also had a mixed bag of reactions over the verdict, especially also within the India Opposition Alliance, which is supposed to be a close-knit unit standing up against the might of the BJP. We saw various parties giving out various opinions about the acquittal of Arvind Kejriwal and his associates there in the Liquorgate case. Now we have latest one is the Jammu Kashmir Chief Minister Omar Abdullah said that while the judgment should be welcomed, that the court has upheld it, but there's also need to be some soul searching needs to be done about to various roles about investigation agencies, and that needs to be looked at into broader scale about their role in the entire issue. He also sometimes also lashed out at the media, but overall he said that the courts have he welcomes the judgment and is happy for Kejriwal for it. He has been claiming innocence about it, and the court has given. He doesn't like to say anything further on it, but the role of investigation agencies should be looked into a larger gambit is what he said. However, as far as the allegation of the Congress party was that it is a judgment done favorable to Aam Aadmi Party, so that AAP can be pitched against Congress. He said that it's a laughing matter if the Congress has said it, and said that that means that the courts are inept or they're incapable of giving a fair judgment, is what Omar Abdullah remarked on Congress's allegation over the fact that Arvind Kejriwal was acquitted, somebody influenced by the union government, so try to pitch Aam Aadmi Party against the Congress. So he also
acquitted, because this seems to be what the BJP has now been taking up, saying that then in the first place the liquor policy was scrapped by the then Aam Aadmi Party Sarkar. As far as the fight is now concerned, the setback that has now been received on part of the CBI, they've already approached the Delhi High Court for the legal battle. However, it seems that would be far over for Arvind Kejriwal and others said to be involved in the case. Thank you very much, Imran, for that, because reactions that have now been coming in from the BJP side and from the side of the union ministers, as far as the word discharge is now concerned, Kiran Rijiju now seems to be hitting out at Arvind Kejriwal, saying that there is still no faith in him as the war of words escalates.
अरे उसका कहने से क्या होगा, वो तो ऐसे हवा में कहते रहते हैं अरविंद केजरीवाल जी, हम लोग उसको कितने साल से हम लोग सुनते हैं, उसका कोई भरोसा नहीं है, ऐसे कहते हैं। अभी तो राजनीतिक दृष्टि से भी पूरा हास्य उसमें चले गए हैं, तो वो तो कहेंगे ना। तो प्रधानमंत्री मोदी जी को गाली देकर कि वो अपने आप को न्यूज़ में रहना चाहते सकते हैं, मना तो नहीं कर सकते हैं। लोकतंत्र है, बोलने का आज़ादी है, मैं उनकी आज़ादी को तो छीन नहीं सकता हूँ।
Well, Kritika, the BJP and the Union Minister's point of view is that Arvind Kejriwal and the Aam Aadmi Party is still struggling to remain relevant.
Well, yes, this is what Union Minister has also said. Remember, yesterday only Arvind Kejriwal had, in his very first press conference post the discharge order, he had gone on to say that the Prime Minister and the HM have a lust for power, and that if they were to conduct elections, recall elections right in this very month, they will not be able to win. BJP will not be able to win more than 10 seats. And if they are able to do so, then Arvind Kejriwal will resign from politics. So Arvind Kejriwal is again making tall claims right on the day of getting the discharge order. However, the BJP since yesterday morning has been saying that this is only technical and that the CBI will be reaching to the Delhi High Court as well and to the Supreme Court if that is what it takes. This is how the legal process works, and this is not in fact a discharge. The BJP's MP in Delhi had also stated that this in no way is an acquittal of Kejriwal, specifically when it comes to the people of Delhi, because they've already punished him by ensuring that he gets defeated in.
Yes. So as far as Arvind Kejriwal is now concerned, is it a revival? Is it a struggle? Because it seems that the legal battle is still not over. However, he seems to be giving himself and his associate the Kattar Imandar tag once again, taking on the BJP, taking on the investigative agencies as well.